Pull out the phone, turn the light on.
Because if we start with that...
Oh man, the girls are fighting, aren't they?
Hey, Congressman, quick question for you. So you originally...
Who are you?
Hi, my name is Nick.
Nick,
nice
from where?
to meet you.
Which
I'm from
media
X.
entity?
I'm from X. So I have to ask you.
Wait,
you said...
Fox News is calling it the LA riots. Is it a peaceful protest? What's happening and what are you seeing?
Well, I mean, look, Donald Trump has created the conditions you see on your TV tonight.
Would say that this was something that was a long time coming.
There's never a problem with fighting back. That's why cars are being destroyed. That's why bricks are getting thrown. That's why fires are being started. It starts with peace and retaliation. That's why you're upset, because people are retaliating.
It may feel like we are surrounded in darkness right now. There's no question about it.
Arrest me. Let's go.
Are you ready for a tinfoil hat moment?
Where's the apology?
Donald Trump.
Oh, no, Donald Trump didn't. Listen, Donald Trump's not here.
Yeah.
You are, Governor.
Yeah.
You're a big boy. Put your big boy pants
I would
on.
ask.
But what does the party stand for? If the party takes positions on issues that are weak and woke, it will seem weak and woke.
The Democrats have forgot that maybe we should just talk to people like people. We don't need to do studies on it. We don't need to meet at hotels.
There's still a lot of light left in all of us.
Thank God.
How about you? Are you going to run in 28?
Well, you're jumping right into that. I want to jump first, though, into what you just launched.
Yes.
Okay, I'm just going to be bold and say this.
Come after me. Arrest me. Let's just get it over with.
We've been seeing that these two huge egos.
Different to live in the United States in 2025 than it is to live in Iran.
Not if you're black. Not for everybody. Not if you're black.
I think there's a couple of facts that just simply got wrong. In Iran, they don't throw gays off of buildings. They force them to get sex changes.
Yes.
Tehran is the world trans sex capital because gay men are forced to get the surgery to get castrated to become women, because then it's not gay, is their logic. And I think there's something kind of sad that a large portion of America's middle-aged women take their cues from someone who named themselves after a toy that makes farts. That's how she got her name. I'm not even joking.
This man is someone who is trying to get someplace by standing still. You just said you want a better, more peaceful time. You want people to act differently, and here you are showing your ass.
You guys too.
The fear, the horror.
I know I'll take heat for this, and people are going to say I'm crazy.
Do you get due process?
Do you believe in due process?
Wait, so you come in,
No, answer me one question.
Okay, what was the process that he used to get into the United States? Was it illegal? Did he
We're not long for being together in this world.
It's been hard to get through.
That kind of bloviating is exhausting.
Your protest got away from you.
Well, RTD canceled the mall ride, and so you'd have to walk all the way up there and back, and this is the most important thing today, but I had a couple other things I wanted to accomplish.
Let's not do that.
And maybe learn that there were signs, there were signals, there were things we just missed. I would hope that, as a fly in here, I would hope that.
So right now you guys can see that half of the protest is headed down this street, and then the rest of the protest is going down this street. So they are trying to warn everybody and tell them to come back. So she's giving them the whistle, letting them know that they're going the wrong way.
Yeah, I don't think nationally the Democratic brand helps very much anyway. I mean, anywhere. If it did, we wouldn't have lost to Donald Trump twice.
This guy has lost all the symbols on his flag.
As friends, and so I think this breakup we've been seeing a long time coming, but.
Did you see that? Heather number one just looked right at me.
Are you out here protesting ICE?
Yeah, I mean, this protest is a combination of a bunch of different protests. So it's anti-ICE, it's part of the No Kings, anti-Trump protests that are happening nationwide. It's around.
What the hell is this guy?
I don't get it.
You're a moron, okay? As well as a fascist. Go back to your
fascist.
I guess, what do you think is the best way to migrate to the U.S.?
At this point, however you want, the government's
corrupt anyways.
I do not think he won in a free and fair election.
Tough guy.
The fact that he thought this was an amusing thing to do tells you the caliber of person this is.
I hope they don't capitulate. Certainly in the face of this. Good to be back around the table. Hope everyone had a good weekend. It was definitely a terrorist attack.
No.
So you think that it is justified, people's anger?
It's extremely justified. It's been justified since it's been starting, which has been the birth of this country.
I won't say that I disagree with you.
There's no looting, there's no violence.
You know, I don't give a damn.
So I'm out here on the street with my message.
Are you asking for money?
No,
You're just standing on a corner with the sign?
standing here putting the love out there.
Hell no to our country's president. That's love?
No kings.
We'll see what the impacts are of it legislatively.
And, you know, you can take issue with this all you want.
Oh yeah, fix your face. That'll show him.
But I've been called crazy before, Don.
We put together a great presentation. We're gonna have people throwing money at us in no time at all. That is snappy.
Classy and judgy.
Mr. Trump, we give you scazzy.
But it doesn't mean anything. Well, sure, not now, but once this baby hits the stands, it'll become part of the vernacular. Like time.
Well, think about it. You can't do it and not have us say, what are you doing?
You're not far off.
The hell are they doing?
Like you're saying if they were here illegally and then they basically turned themselves in?
Not really turn themselves in. I mean, you want them to get the proper documentation. That's what they're trying to do. Am I wrong?
Yeah, and so you're saying, no, I'm saying that, so you're saying that it'd be hard for someone who's already here illegally to get the proper citizenship.
I mean, at this point, government is in on everything.
Nancy Pelosi, knowing Nancy Pelosi was going to be someone early on, like I supported Nancy for whip and majority leader and whatever else.
You know,
like that kind of stuff.
She's like a real wolf of Wall Street. She really knows how to pick them.
She's very good. She's
incredible at it.
She was very good at her job. She was very good.
No, I'm just
that.
talking, she's unreal.
Yeah, but people have money.
How the hell does she know what stocks to get behind?
A lot of people are rich. Yeah, are you not familiar with that? Like
I'm making a joke about how, like,
yeah, and I'm not playing along.
He's exacerbated the conditions. He's, lit the proverbial match. He's putting fuel on this fire.
You know that all the child trafficking and shit, the government's in that, the drug cartels that they blame on the Mexicans, who started that?
Why? Do you think members of Congress should own stocks?
Why shouldn't members of Congress own stock? It's the most transparent body on earth.
I think that
every word is published somewhere. Every word that's said.
That if you have an investment in something,
go ahead,
and there's a piece of legislation that would threaten that investment, do you think that is a conflict of interest?
No.
What the are you talking about?
Ever since he announced he was taking over the National Guard, an illegal act, an immoral act, an unconstitutional act, and we're going to test that theory with a lawsuit tomorrow.
Some of this is led by PSL, some of it is from other groups.
How come people call Trump a king?
I mean, obviously nobody thinks he's literally a monarch passing on his divine right as a king.
Yeah.
No one's actually making that mistake.
Yeah. I'm worshipped Westerberg, and I'm only a junior.
But I care about my community. I care about this community.
Rodney, where's everybody going?
It's Friday.
Shit, another damn pep assembly.
Yeah. These things get pretty artificial, but at least you get out of class.
I think that's often a caricature the right-wing media paints of protesters who are concerned about the expansion of the executive branch.
And we need to push back, and I'm sorry to be so clear, but
there's still a lot of light left in all of us.
Thank God. So I was wondering, there has been some really nice masks that have been passed out in places like Los Angeles. This guy got arrested because he was the one who was apparently passing them out, and they're sold at Walmart. There's also been bricks that have been laid around in certain places. What group do you think is funding this, and what incentives do they have to fund these protests?
I couldn't tell you who the actual group is, but I think the incentive to fund it is to show that the people are trying to come together to do something that is deemed unlawful, but it's the people taking their fucking country back.
Again, he uses the word the people, even though these are big organizations.
So you're not going to answer my questions. I answered yours. 50, you're stupid. You didn't answer a single one.
these guys need to grow up. They need to stop.